We have with us today Reid Kaplan from our West LA office. Thanks for joining us, Reid.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Why don't you introduce yourself and tell the folks where you're from and how long you've been in the business?
So I'm Reid Kaplan, and I'm at the West LA office, and I've been in the business for about 16 years. Originally, I'm from Newport News, Virginia. After I lived there, I made it through to Colorado, to Boulder, went to school there, then moved to California, to Santa Barbara for a few years, and then started my real estate career in Los Angeles in 2006.
Well, congratulations. You were number 9 in RE/MAX for 2021, and you made Titan Club.
Thank you.
That's no small feat, so congratulations.
Thanks. That was a goal of mine.
Tell the folks, what your business looks like and what you do to prospect. The big challenge is getting clients. How do you get clients and how do you prospect?
Well, fortunately, at this stage in my career, I have a lot of clients, so I don't need to get too many new ones, but I do like to add in a few every now and then because people leave, so you have to replace the business. But what I like to do is I just like to stay in touch with my clients that I've had in my sphere, make sure that these relationships are very strong and very genuine and that I'm staying in touch with them as much as possible on a personal level, not just some kind of drip email campaign.
And we talked a little bit about this, you prefer to write notes. Talk about writing notes versus phone calls.
Yeah, I know that it's important to stay in touch with people and to call them once in a while, but I think I'm a little bit more introverted and I enjoy sending 2 to 3 notes a day. It kind of just centers me, it gives me a chance to relax and think about kind of what's important to communicate with clients. And people do enjoy and appreciate getting a handwritten note, especially in this day and age. And they kind of think I'm old school and,
we all love getting handwritten notes. Who do you write your personal notes to and what do you say?
Well, I write my personal notes to any past client and to a lot of leads and anyone who I really have their address, any type of referral source as well.
And what do you say in the note?
Well, the note cards are small, so you can't really say a whole lot. But it's more of hope you're doing well and what we've been up to and maybe a little bit about the market and hoping that we can get in touch soon.
Great. That's great. Great advice. Besides handwritten notes, what other marketing do you do to your past clients?
Well, I send a holiday card every year with my family. I send a monthly newsletter with listings and sales and a little bit about the market and some fun stuff too. I do call and text randomly. Maybe 1 out of 10 times a person will actually answer the phone, but I think they know that I care. I would have client appreciation parties prior to the pandemic, and I'm hoping that either this year or next year we can do that again and everyone will be comfortable with that. But overall, it's a relationship business, so I like to keep in touch with my clients to make sure that the relationship's strong, and I think that's the best way to generate repeat business and referrals.
Now, when you first got into talk about the difference between when you first got into the business, your marketing and prospecting techniques compared to what you're doing today.
Well, when I first got into the business, I would door knock in an area, and I didn't have a whole lot of success with that. So I kind of realized that that's not for me. It's definitely for some people who feel a little more comfortable and less intrusive knocking on someone's door. But for me, what really gave me my first success was the internet. I was an early adapter to having my own website. I was getting a lot of online leads at the very beginning. I would use other people's listings to advertise and market myself, and I'd meet potential clients and form relationships that way. I would buy leads on Zillow and Trulia and some of the other sites that when not everyone was doing it and it was a lot more affordable. So that was a way for me to get early clients, especially being young and just moving to Los Angeles, not really knowing everybody. That was kind of the best way for me to get started.
That's great. So what percentage of your business is online lead business?
Now it's much less, although during the pandemic when there were no open houses, it actually picked back up again because people couldn't go to open houses, so they had to reach out to real estate agents to kind of be the gatekeeper. So that really gave me an opportunity to form relationships and to add value when people couldn't just go on their own. So I closed at least 3 new leads last year for buyers who just contacted me through some of those online sites when maybe it had been one a year for the past several.
So what advice do you have for a brand new agent getting into the business?
A brand new agent, they should definitely try to find what works for them, because not everybody is going to be a door-knocking genius or a cold calling whiz. They should find what works for them, but I think more than anything, they need to be prepared for every possible conversation that they're going to have. Be an area expert if they go to host an open house. Make sure that they wow potential clients so that they know that they don't seem inexperienced. And also to just to take advantage of every opportunity, because you never know who's going to be that next buyer or seller or where that next lead's going to come from. And that goes along with preparedness.
You have a great business, Reid. Thank you for joining us, and congratulations on a very successful year.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right.